Welcome everybody to 48 Talk, episode number 78. I am your host, Rich Buddy, as always. Joining me this time is DX Alchemy on the right. The bottom left, it's Derek, and on the bottom right, it's that Canadian guy. Happy 2018, everybody! Woo,
Happy
woo!
New Year!
え
Akemashite
ー、おはよ
omedetou!
う。おはようございます。
Alright, so we're recording a little later than usual because, Derek, where are you?
Once again, Tokyo.
Wow.
Of course you are.
Of course.
How are you enjoying it
Yeah.
over there?
It's I've been here this will be like 3 days now, but it feels like I've been here much longer because I've done so much in the past 3 days. It's hard to even keep up, I'm gonna do a lot of idol shows this whole week, and I'm only here for about 10 days, so but it's
Oh,
full.
goodness.
It's completely full. But I mean, like right the minute I got off the airplane in Narita, I took a bus to Shinjuku, and I rolled all my luggage right into a show to see Pikarin. And
Wow.
I'm standing in like a completely sold out like room with my big luggage like this. But cool thing is, at the end of Pikarin's shows, she does this thing where everybody bows down on the ground, and she gets off the stage and she walks on our backs. It's
wow.
the dogeza. What's that position? Dogezaka, dozega.
Dogeza, I think, yeah. Dogeza.
Yeah, and I was right by the door, and for some reason she wanted to leave the venue, so she saw me and she walked over to me on people's backs. She stepped on my back and she's like, "Gomenasai," and then she hurried up, opened up the door, and she took off. And then she just left the freaking venue. She went up the stairs and left the whole place, and it was the most amazing thing ever. And that's just like
Wow.
one. It's just been like thing after thing after thing. Although, really quickly, super quick, special shout out to somebody's birthday that was this past week. Somebody very important, very awesome. Tani Marika, happy birthday. I love you to
Yes.
death. You're the best. I hope you have many, many, many more great birthdays. So that's Tomoyoshi. I was so excited I saw that.
I saw her creating machi with
Yeah.
Dusty.
Oh man. Oh man.
No more
Alright.
thing.
Well, good thing. So, yeah, it's the new year. A lot has happened. We've been
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
a little bit later than usual, but hey, not enough news, you would say. First off, Kohaku. Lots
Oh.
of things happened there.
Ooh.
First, the AKB48 side. I think it was beautifully that the fans gave Mayu a nice send-off.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was interesting
Yeah.
they had Jurina's song also being in there.
Very
And
interesting.
it was like a special medley, like the top three songs. So it was Ogo Diamond, 365 Paper Airplanes, and then 11 Gatsuno Eclipse.
Yeah.
And yeah, Mayu in tears, of course. Let's Kohaku, and that's beautiful. That's a beautiful
Mhm.
send off. She's now really, really gone off the group.
Yeah.
And this is what I'm talking about. I think AKB has it nailed down how to do performing Kohaku. It's it's a medley. You can do a lot of songs quickly and just lots of members enjoying themselves. Not too hefty, but the appearance is there. However, now we go to Keyaki 46 side.
Oh man.
I
Oof.
don't know where it's gone wrong. I don't know what exactly happened, but performing Fukuoka twice in a short span of time and being in that environment, being on that pressure, and trying your best was not a good idea, and it showed. So for those who don't know, probably, after the first performance, amazing. It looked perfect,
Mhm.
full intensity. Crowd got pumped, and then later in the evening, I think the final segment of the Kohaku almost,
Mhm.
they had like a special thing, and they had to perform it again, like the most intense part with a guy, and yeah, they went all out, but they were already tired, and you can see a moment when there's like before the Boko Yada part, or no, not the Boko Yada part. I think it's the other part at the end. The
Mhm.
guy's like asking Dajobu, like, "Are you
Yeah.
okay?" And she's like hyperventilating. You can see she's like breathing heavily. Hirata Yurina, and just performing this, they do the end pose, and you just see Suzumoto flop trying to be catched
Yeah.
by Sugai and just passed out. And you see Yurina hyperventilating. You see Shida Monaca just hyperventilating, and it's just like this is a mess. And they're all like, "Oh, very good performance." You can hear the crowd just already just in shock because someone is passed out on stage, but they have to play it off and just move on, move on. And then Suzumoto had to apologize, of course, because I'm sorry that I passed out. It's like, so what do you guys think about this whole situation?
The whole passed out thing, man. When I saw the outfits, and it was such an intense dance, and they were wearing leather outfits, which doesn't breathe at all.
Yeah.
All the heat from the movements and such was isolated within the body, and your body is going to overheat and overheat and overheat, and take an intense dance like Fukyo is a recipe for disaster, pretty much, and it just happened. And the whole apologizing, Suzumoto doesn't need to apologize. It's rather management or the one who designed the costume. They should apologize because it's fine to wear a leather outfit, but not for an intense dance like Fukyo. It's a total no-no. But that's my take on it in any case.
So you're looking at it more like it was a wardrobe issue, that it was basically the leather and stuff that didn't help, huh?
Could be.
Not at all. Not at all.
The lights, of course, on stage are very bright and warm.
Very hot. Hot,
So, yeah. Maybe. What do you think, Derek?
Me? Oh God. Let Yayo go because I'm gonna explode here in 2 seconds.
Actually, I was doing multitasking during that day.
I can hear it in the background that you're doing stuff or watching some stuff or whatever, but yes.
I was watching Gaki no Sukai, so like the timings of the thing, I was like laughing and like, oh, somebody passed out. I'm like, oh, okay. So, because it was a New Year special, like I watched like Kohaku in the background and like Gaki is like the main show. But when I saw, like I was like updated because I was like I had my Twitter on my phone and like I was actually literally multitasking. Like phone is for Twitter, like those screens, one of each is like either Gaki or a thing. But like when I saw like my friends like, oh, somebody passed out, I'm like, what? It's like then I watched it on Twitter. I'm like, oh, someone actually did pass out. And like she's like, my friend was actually saying like, look at Techi's hands. Techi's hands is like wavy. It's like what? I'm like so confused at them. But like when I like 2 hours after, it's like oh, so
Okay.
Yeah. No, it was weird. I saw my Facebook feed just blow up after this, and like so many people were like, "Oh my God, you don't understand what happened!" Like watch. And I was on YouTube trying to find it and couldn't right away. But then after like a day, there was like a zillion YouTube posts about it. Yeah. Well, let's back up for a second. The 48 performance. See, I hate medleys. I hate them because I think it like you tear out the songs. Like it's like you're taking just the best part of the song and trying to give it real quick. And it's like, and I'm not just even for 48. I hate when any group does it because it's like I actually want to see the song. I don't care, just pick one. And when I heard Ogoi Diamond, I'm like, oh my God, yes. And like Jurina just crushed it because she's Jurina. But it actually wasn't that bad this year. Again, I don't like medleys, but it's like you said, Robin, they have it down. Like it looked like it was just another day at the office, just business as usual, and that's especially awesome considering, there were some girls. There was a girl there or something. What I think it was an STU or another group that it was like last second she was filling in for somebody, wasn't she? You know what I'm talking about? Like
Maybe.
Like somebody couldn't make it or something, and so our fans are gonna have to help us on this one, and I know somebody will know this in like 2 seconds. But that I just think overall, it was a beautiful performance. I actually, when Mayu set the thing down and she was like this, I'm like this is kind of sad, and I'm not even a big fan of Mayu, but it was very well felt, I guess it was heartfelt, and that wins over everything. Doesn't matter the song. If you're doing it from here, for me, that makes me like you. So that was good. But then you have the contrast, Kea. Kea, that first performance at Fukuan, oh my god, they destroyed it. Like, it was like, this is why Kea is amazing. You know, like they shine so brightly as idols. The problem is the stage was shining too brightly, as T said, and you know, like the leather. But here's my issue with it. I have kind of a counter take on it. They're conditioned idols. If they can't do 2 songs, even if it is the most intense one, twice, how are they idols? How are they doing full concert? I mean, I think if you take both the time they did Fukuoka, that's not going to amount to the intensity of a whole concert, even with breaks, things like that they get at concerts. And I started thinking, is there something else going on? Because I think this is not a sweeping generalization about Japanese people. This has just been my experience 120%. A lot of Japanese people, when they get upset, they process it externally. If you're around a Japanese person and you upset them, they may have a headache 10 minutes later, or a stomach ache, or something. And it's just, I forget what it's called. It's actually a psychological thing. And it's okay. I'm not, again, no judgment. It's not a negative or a positive. But what I kept thinking was, did something happen that day or before where they scolded or something that it made it worse? That, like, yes, I'm not saying they weren't physically exhausted. I mean, yeah, Fuko, I couldn't dance it even once without probably dying. But I'm also not an idol who does it, you know, I don't practice every day. That's not my life, you know. They're conditioned for it. It's like an athlete. Like an athlete can't do that. Like, so I keep thinking something else is going on. I don't mean to be conspiracy theorist. I always sound like I am, but I really feel like there was something else happening. Like I would love to know, did they get in trouble that day? Like, the manager's like, you guys are doing horrible, and or whatever. Wait, when was the year end award? Was it before Kohaku with Nogi winning?
Before,
yeah.
So, like, I keep thinking in my head, they didn't win anything or whatever. I don't even know if they were nominated. I think they were.
They were.
Yeah, and they were depressed about that and all that. Because to me, I don't care what anyone says. They should have won. I don't care. I know we can
with
get a whole debate about
Kaseni
that,
Furatemo.
No, with Fukuan. But
Well,
I
Kaseni was nominated.
That was a problem right there. Fukuan. But the thing is like, they just, to me, like, I keep thinking, were they just down about that or something? And it could be that, or it could just be what DX said.
Counter argument. So, you said they had the award show. That was the day before. In between the award show performance, they also had CDTV performance. And after that performance, they had practice for Kohaku. After that, they had Kohaku. It's like these last 3 days, I think 2-3 days, it was non-stop performing. So it's like little rest, little things, combination with, they were so intense. It's like the first performance of Fukuoka was very intense, and they had to do it again. Combination with lighting, with outfit, with exhaustion. It's just too much, and maybe you are correct, because it's also a mental thing, because they're exhausted, but they're also being down because they didn't win, or they didn't. Maybe you get scolded, like a whole combination of things. But in the end, there was too much pressure on them, and it's still new for them. We forget they're still a new group.
That's true. But counter argument, man. Gone are the old days of AKB, huh? When they could do Tokyo Dome for 3 days, perform like 40 songs each day, practice all day, and yet, no one hyperventilated.
Counter argument. We just had a review on when they did their big stage performance, and it was one of the horrible. And you had like Achan collapsing, going to the hospital, heat exhaustion.
The very first one, though. That was the very, very first one. They were outside. It was like 100-degree weather. That's totally different. And that was they had no idea. Like, this, you're talking now like 12 years of the 48, 46 family like doing this.
Exactly.
Come on.
Exactly.
I'm just saying they don't make them like they used to. But again, I'm not I'm not necessarily criticizing either. I just felt like there was something else going on. I just
Maybe.
feel like emotionally there was something. Maybe you're right though. Maybe it was the combination of pressure, bad
It's a
lighting,
lot of
horrible
thing.
costume.
I
But it was sad. It
I
was
think
sad. Yeah.
it's yeah, but it's an eye opener as well. It's more like
Yeah.
okay, maybe we should tone it down a little bit with Kea because it's
Mm.
their dances are very intense, their performances are very intense. They have a tight schedule and stuff like that, and they're still new to the business. Maybe.
Mm.
And plus, it was not the whole group. Well, it was three of your aces, I would say, but more like yeah, just a little pay attention when they're like get their doctors checked out first. Are they okay? Keep them up. And that's what I meant because when you look at AKB, they were like, "Oh, this is easy, just a usual day at the office, and not
Mm-hmm.
too intense."
Hmm.
And Kea was so happy to be there, I think, as
Oh
well.
yeah.
Maybe
Oh
they're
yeah. They
like,
went hard.
that's the difference. They went too hard.
Yeah.
It's like,
They went
okay,
real hard.
guys, we know you're amazing. You can tone it down a little. You can ease it in sometimes. It's just a quick Kohaku performance. But yeah, Koku gives a lot of pressure, so it.
Well, oh, I'm good. Go ahead, Robin.
No, no,
Sorry, go
no,
ahead.
no, 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 no.
I was, I was, no, I was just gonna say, yeah, Kohaku was enormous pressure. Like all those girls, like their parents, their grandparents, they're watching. Like they probably have that added pressure of knowing the whole of Japan is watching. So I get that, but I also think, yeah, to actually agree with you, they should have a little bit more of an awareness of these girls. Like the mismanagement there is profound. If it is a case of health, and I agree with you, or just somebody having common sense, like DX said, like leather outfit. Come on, man! Like you don't go on stage and dance in leather outfit. And also too, why couldn't that dude just did the first performance with them? Like why did he have to come and they make him do it twice? And like or if you're gonna make him do it twice, why don't you give Kaya like an easier song for the second one? Something chill, like one of their chill songs, or yeah, I don't know. Of course, all their songs are pretty dance intense, but
Yeah.
it's just Kaze Futeru would have been a lot of fun. But see, but that's intense too.
Yeah, that doesn't help. That doesn't help at all.
Shoot. I can't even. Never mind. I can't even think of a song where they don't really go hard every time.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying that dude could have. They could have did something like maybe at the beginning of their performance of the first time with Fukuan, had him do something with them, like some little like variety skit, and then been like, okay, now we're gonna show you how it's done. And so they didn't really think it through very well. But I did think props to that dude for asking Techi in the middle of the freaking performance if she was okay. I was like, you're awesome, dude, because even he was like, this is kind of tough.
Yeah.
Like he's like, what's going? Like maybe I should do this. But when he asked that, I was like, that like really touched me, like emotionally. Like I sort of I was in shock watching it. So I was actually shaky watching when what's her name
Suzumoto.
fell.
Suzumoto Miyu.
Yeah, I was like, oh, and I was like, oh my god. And Sugai was trying to hold her up, and then I saw Mayoshi, like Shida, and she was all freaked, like messed up.
Miss Coolness herself. Yeah.
I was
just the
freaking out.
flailing, that
Yeah.
was like the worst thing. When Sugai just tried to
Straight up.
just stand up,
Yeah.
and it's like, no, she's just flailing and just passing out, and you go see
And
Sugai
then-
just trying like
Yeah.
very hard
Yeah.
just to get her up.
Right?
But it's
And
dead
then- and
weight,
you-
so it's very heavy.
Dead weight. Yeah, and then you saw like the other girls trying to like keep in pose
Yeah.
and like not like what couple of us looked over and we were trying to smile, and I was like, that's good training on their part because like we saw with like SKE, they've had music go out on them and they keep performing and they're right on, and so it's like they're trained to do that. But if I was in the group, I don't know if I could do that. I would have like her because it's like screw the performance. Like this is what if that girl was seriously sick or something or like had a heart attack? I mean, she went limp. So
the
that's
show
bad.
must go on.
Let's go on,
Yeah.
right? But I don't know if that's good at the expense of young girls because if it was my daughter and she went limp, I would have.
Yeah.
I would hope one of the other girls would have helped her, or something. But that dude was really concerned, and I give it up to him. Props to him for being on.
Yeah.
Lots to take from it.
Yeah, so that was Kohaku. Yeah, we mentioned Nogizaka 46 winning the award, Japan Record
Yeah,
Award. It's
yeah,
very
a
nice
bit.
for influencer.
Yeah.
I'm very happy for them, and I was
Yeah.
just Shirashima shocked and beautifully just
Awesome.
going out there. And I love Sakurai Reika. She was like, mm-hmm. It's like,
Oh,
I'm so happy
bad,
for them.
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah. And then they did performance, and you saw Okada Nana and Watanabe Mai just sing along, and it was beautifully just oh, and so very much congratulations to Nogisaka 46 with Influencer Best Song of 2017.
Yeah, I'm happy a 48-46 group won. It's better than somebody else. So hey, I'm with it. And go and no,
Yeah.
they were so happy. So
Mhm.
I was like, KO should be up there, but good job, Nogi. I appreciate it.
Nogi had a stellar year for
Yeah.
Yes, they
2017.
did. Yes, they did. They
Mhm.
did. It was their year.
Mhm.
I have to admit it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
All right. Then we move on to January 4th because there was also an important day for well, a few idols. First off, I saw a little fun segment with Masu Jurina being with Jusin Tandeliger, and I forgot the
Yeah.
guy with the change name, but they went to a VR experience.
Yeah.
Some fun things endued over there. Like at the end, I was amazed because Nintendo had like Mario Kart VR. But a very
Yeah.
good version. You were in a cart, and you see Jurina just like trying, and she's just laughing her crazy head off. And just so much fun to see. But then, yeah, Jurina also had like multiple interviews, I believe, for the certain wrestlers for Wrestle Kingdom. She had an interview with Katsuki Okada, the champion, and pretty nice. Then Wrestle Kingdom itself happened. She did the opening ceremony, and it's just pretty funny. For me, when the opening ceremony, she's like, you have a very nice, beautiful, gorgeous Masu Jurina there, and she does a very cutesy version. And then you have the Young Bucks coming up, and they're like,
Yeah.
ah. And then I got insane because I watched, of course, Wrestle Kingdom, and I think, oh, Jurina, nice ambassador, very good. And all of a sudden, I'm hearing, wait, what is that woman voice in my ears? And it's Jurina. Masu Jurina
Yeah.
is doing commentary for the
Yeah.
wrestling
Oh,
show.
man.
She did like I think almost every match. She
Yeah, pretty
did
much, yeah.
commentary, and just hearing her and seeing her excited, also just praying no one gets hurt and being impressed by all the wrestlers. I loved it so much, and then after that I heard, I saw on Twitter. A lot of 15 Gen were also there. So
Yep.
Komiyama Haruka
Mm.
was there. Taniguchi Megu was
Komi.
there. Fukuoka Sena, was she there?
Yeah, she was there.
Yeah, and
One with Kawamoto.
and Kawamoto Saya.
Yeah. Saya.
Saya.
Yeah.
Saya, yeah. Or
Okay.
Saya.
Yeah.
Gotta remember those names. Anyway, it's fun to see those four because they, of course, had their tag team match at the real climax.
Yep.
Speaking of which, also announced, I believe today,
Yeah.
it's coming back. The real
Oh, man.
WIP, and it's called the WIP Queendom. So it's Wrestle
Yeah.
Queendom.
Queendom.
actually.
Oh, man.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
interesting.
and they are continuing the storyline, of course, with Dasu or Octopus stealing
Yeah.
the title.
Vedas.
Yeah.
That's
It
Vedas.
does, yeah.
That's Vedas.
That's a Dave. Oh man, I love it. Let
She-
the in jokes begin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's going to face Masu Jurina, I believe, for the title. But there's also a number one contender issue between Shiroma Miru and Komiyama Haruka.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Ooh.
That's going to be stellar.
I
Ah.
don't. They showed Shimada Haruka as well, but I don't think she's there. I don't know what they're gonna do. Maybe there's some new wrestlers will show up. But I'm excited.
course.
I'm,
Hope so. Yeah.
I'm really for the event of 2017, the best event, starting pretty early.
Yeah.
Come on, bring it to me. They're training
Yeah,
again.
I-
They're getting ready.
I think it's interesting because maybe starting from the point of Kohaku, we're seeing like an emphasis on Jurina, because it was really surprising to see Ogoe Diamond as one of all the songs they could have chosen, and
Mhm.
Jurina was like, yeah, I'm whipping it, and of course, and then we're instantly right after she does this, and I think they did so well with World Idol Wrestling, last year that of course is coming back. They're very smart to do that. Oh, it's a Yayo show. It's not.
Continue.
It's not a 48
Yeah,
song.
continue.
Yeah, one of their family comes in. So, but anyway, so I think this is like they're building, you know, to like a Jurina. Like
It's
I think
yeah,
it's smart management, you know, because
it's
they know
Jurina's
the
here.
Sankyo's.
Yeah.
Yeah, they know the Sankyo's coming up, and to give Jurina such spotlight, they know she is the only real big ace in competition. This is Sankyo, like the big ace. So, you know what I mean? Like it's gonna be very interesting. Well, I know that's debatable. I know there's a lot, but I'm just saying, like
You know,
I don't know.
if I was Jurina,
Mhm.
I'm not, but this is her year, and
Mm.
if it's not done,
Yeah,
then
I
it's
feel
like
like
this
I can't do it. Like
all or bust. All
yeah.
in. This is gonna be her year. If not, done. Then it's time. You can't be beat. Then it's like okay. But we'll see.
But she did say she was going to stick around for what, like 5 years or so, a couple years ago. So
Yeah.
so she said, so you know, if she doesn't get it this year and she gets it next year, that might be her trial, her journey, which would be hard for her. But I do think it's her year. I just
Yeah.
feel like Saine's not participating. If Saine's not in it, then there really is no major winner that's visible except for Ogi or Sakura-dan.
Well,
So I mean, it's
Muto Tomu announced, "Oh, I'll join this year just to see what
yeah, but
happens."
that's not.
Yeah.
It's not gonna. She's
Yeah,
gonna
but she's
maybe
just
get
gonna be Senbatsu.
Senbatsu. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's
That's
a
it.
Senbatsu spot at best.
Yeah.
She's not gonna. She's not like it's Sakura-tan, it's Jurina, and it's Ogi. And
Yeah.
who else did we say? We were talking about the
Not John.
Nachan. Yeah, Nachan.
Yeah.
Nachan actually is another favorite. Actually, I think after watching the SDU documentary, I really feel they're gonna push for her. Like I feel she is AKB's representative, no doubt, without question. I think Mion is not in the discussion anymore. I really don't. Like so, yeah. But it's Serena's year for sure. Like I hope.
Yeah. But yeah, looking forward to the WIP event.
Yes.
Gonna
Yes.
Oh,
see
man,
if they've
it'll be
got
fun.
some guests. But again, so as a recommendation, I know it's not idol exactly, but if you want to hear my Junior talk, watch Wrestle Kingdom 12.
Yep.
I actually was so amazed. I bought the subscription for
NJPW
New
World.
Japan
Yeah.
World, and I love it. It's if this app is like for everything, or even for AKB, AKB should make an app like this. I pay €7.50, so that's 1,000 yen, and I can watch any moment on my phone, live or on demand or anything. I can do it right now. Watch New Japan. That's amazing. That's what I need. AKB or AKS, give it to me. Give me every show on this device. I'll pay.
Please.
I'll really pay. $7.50 for
That's
a
not
month?
gonna happen though, because of the sponsorships on TV shows.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
Just get that little issue out.
I got showroom. That's something. But I want showroom on demand. Maybe that's an idea.
Yeah.
Well, I
Uh,
mean, yeah, go ahead.
AKS owns showroom, so
One can
Yeah.
hope. One can hope.
But I still think they should have their own like YouTube channel and then just nonstop they stream stuff like all
Yeah.
YouTube like so they're like I can go, oh, what's playing at 9 o'clock today? Oh, well, there's gonna be this show. Well, I'm gonna check it out. Like just have their own channel at this point. I mean, why not? Like you said, yeah, they have showroom. They could do literally all day showroom subscription, like just show stuff like all day. Like but I don't know why they don't do it. That'd be so much fun.
all right. Well, on showroom though, something happened as well. The second audition for the Renachi Sosenkyo Romeo and Juliet special happened, and well, I didn't see anything except, of course, for Okada Nana's part, and that was pretty funny. She had to give a line what she ate for lunch today, but cry about it. And amazingly, she did well. It was about chicken karage, I believe, and it was more like, "Oh, it's so sticky, I can't use chopsticks, and it got stains." And she cried actually, and it's like, "Okay, that's enough." She's like, "Hype," and everybody laughed because she just instantly switched. The funny thing is, though, they were asked, "Would you be okay if you got a minor role?" And everybody raised their hands from the ones who were on the audition, except for two, Yamada Nanami and Okada Nana. And then they asked, "Do you want the main role?" And they just put their hands up. So
Oh,
that's
wow.
also very interesting. Like I really love the drive of I just want to be the number one or not. Even Nachan has that mentality right now. She wants to be the ace, the top in everything. Pretty good mentality, I would say. But that's what I saw. But from the first round who passed from Team A was Kojima Natsuki, Sasaki Yukari, Yotashi Yui, Team K, Ichikawa Manami. Was a lot. It's just I can go through all the teams, but man, it's like what was it, 85?
80 plus in any case, yeah.
80 plus go through the second round. So, hey, gotta give it to Katarina. She's putting in the work just to have this a real like a professional performance. So, but who was it? Did you say it, Derek, or someone said it that Takahashi Judy wasn't past the first audition, and people
I
were
don't
like, how could you? How could you? So.
I don't know. Did she didn't pass?
No, she's not in.
Oh wow.
That's crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the Renachi Sasankyos has suddenly become a corporate event. Like it went from this cool little like, oh, I'm Katarina and I'm gonna do this awesome thing where I choose people I like to now auditioning for like a major thing. Like it's like what just happened? Like corporate event now. Like it was like this cool little underground thing. So not complaining. It's just
hey,
it's
still a good opportunity for what it can become.
Yeah, it could be a good thing. I mean, any exposure for the AKB girls outside of AKB is a good thing, in my opinion. You never know; it might wake up something inside one of the girls, and they'll realize, oh, this is what I want my life to be about. You know, we could get a great actress out of it, for example.
Yeah. So pretty good on that note.
Yeah, not too bad.
Okay. Then I have one more item that's on my mind, and that's today actually. Is the coming of age ceremony for the 48 group. So Nogizaka already had it, and I don't know which members right now were, but for the 48 group, wow, that's a lot. And just to name a few, I'm already happy about it. It's Okada Nana, Kojima Mako, Takahashi Juri, Muriyama Yuri, of course, all team 4 members, and just the list goes on and on. This is going to be a big coming of age ceremony for this year. Oh yeah, Miyawaki Sakura for HKT. Ueki now, Moriyasu Madoka indeed.
Akino Yumiko and Morikaho.
Lots of 20-year-olds coming up for this year. So what do you think about that? Well, I think Derek will be going in a few minutes.
yeah, Paul from the J Pop News, like he mentioned it to me last night, and he was like, this might be something you should go to. It's in Kanda, but I'm not like terribly far from there, but like because I'm doing like the whole idol thing, like I want to go see Hanako-san like twice today, and her one show starts at 2, so I think it'd be hard for me to go to both. Also, I don't have a ticket, so I would be mostly relegated, I think, to just kind of looking on the fringes of like the big crowd. So if I went now, I might get lucky and get a spot like up front, but it's cold out and it's like, you don't
know cold.
I know. What am I saying? Like you live inside of a Antarctica freezer.
In Canada, it's colder than the South Pole, I believe, or something like that.
I mean,
right?
that's amazing.
No, north.
Oh, North Pole, really? Just cold.
Even in Mars, sometimes we're colder than the Mars sometimes.
Did I saw a picture of like a flood that became a frozen river or something?
Ah, yeah, that's in Ontario. Yeah.
Oh my god! Just so you first have a flood and now your car is frozen. It's like what?
Exactly why you don't know cold.
This is true. I shouldn't even say that. Yeah, but you understand. I've been in LA for how long now, and it's like one season it's hot all day. And then I come here and there's actually like real cold in the air, and it feels great at first. And now I'm just like, I don't want to go outside. It's too cold. But it's like, it actually, you're right. I shouldn't even say that. You live like literally, like if you went outside, you could die from the cold.
Well, if the Canadian would go to LA, he'll be like, "Oh man, it's so hot," and you'll be like, "Ah, it's fine. No, it's too
Yeah.
hot here."
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. No. Yeah. The coming of age day. This is a really wonderful event this year, in particular because of all the big names. But it's also kind of like, wow, like all these members are getting older. Like they're entering their senior years as AKB members, and it's like kind of weird to say that because it's like we truly are entering the third era, aren't we? Like it's just
Well,
mind blowing to think that.
the other feeling I have with this is because just look at the names, and they're like a lot of Senbatsu names that are normally Senbatsu or top members. So I'm expecting a very adult AKB this year, just with their songs alone. It's more their style will change, I think, or it will be. I don't know. Maybe their performances will also be later at night because they can stay late. So sorry. Speaking of late, stop it. It's like my body's like, no, you sleep. No, busy. I think they're didn't freeze.
Yeah, that was weird for a second. Anyway.
Just it looks very interesting on this aspect that a lot of them are turning 20. A lot of them can do like adult things, the TV shows, the grab your shoots, the stuff anywhere in between. So I'm really looking forward to a 2018 with this AKB because it really, really looks like what you say, the third chapter of this group. And who knows? We'll see what happens tomorrow because, of course, at the coming out ceremony, they can give a wish, and I wonder what everybody's wishes will be as a group. And I've heard some, of course, from Akana what she wants to be, which is coming up, the 9th album, that she's becoming the center of the song, of course. Maybe for a single, and I'll think we'll see more prominent role. A solo graphic shoot she wants, so that's coming up. So she's busy, and maybe it's gonna be her year as well. So interesting.
Yeah, the only thing is though, with these girls coming up, it also kind of makes me wonder, our younger generation, that's in AKB, will they, are they gonna be able to like really carry the helm? Do we have any like prominent younger members that we can think of that like could really be the next Nachan and the next, Mayu and stuff. Especially, and then, we have the third draft coming up too, which is, I don't know how to feel about that particularly, but so far from what I've seen in the third draft, participants, because they have the like, the roster and stuff. I don't know. I feel like we have some, like, well, at least visually, we have someone that could really do well, which is great. But I'm just wondering, like, this coming of age ceremony, it's probably the most significant one in a long time for AKB because of just the roster here. You just wonder how many of those members are going to stick around, things like that. We haven't had any crazy graduations yet. Of course, it'll probably happen the minute we're done with our podcast.
Let's not do that, please.
We had someone from STU, right?
Yep.
Oh yeah, mommy. I couldn't believe that, especially after watching the documentary. Kind of bummed, but like, yeah, it's just like we just have to wonder, like, who really is the future, If we take away all the senior type members that are now officially seniors practically with the coming of age ceremony today, who are the young members that could really, really push AKB forward? I'm actually asking, like, because I'm trying to think of that. Do you have anybody in mind? Because you're really good with like a lot of these members, like.
I don't know. Chiba Eri, I guess.
Yeah, Chiba maybe. Yeah, I could see it. I could totally see
Yui.
Yui, of course.
Yeah.
16 Gen?
16 Gen?
16
Maybe
Gen.
Okabe.
Manaka, definitely.
Manaka, yeah.
Manaka is like, oh, this girl is gonna
Muto
kill it.
Orin?
Yeah. What is the shoot? Is it Yabushi Fuse sister from ex NMB? She's in
Yabushita Fu.
Yabushita Fu. She's in STU. Again, I keep referencing the documentary. We'll have to talk about it next week when you guys have all seen it. But like, there's a really huge amount of strength coming from that girl. I mean, serious strength. So I could see her being huge in the next couple of years too,
Mhm.
just based on what I saw. But when you guys see it, we'll talk about more in depth. But yeah, like I guess there's a few that are really standing out. But it's interesting because they're coming more from, in my opinion, it'll be more from the Stew, NGT, and like Team 8. I think those three we're gonna see like, some really big younger girls kind of step up to the realm. I mean, even Ogi. I think Ogi's still young, right? So,
Yeah, I think so. Indeed, the documentary happened on STU48. I didn't have a chance to watch it. Did what we call it, Seto Bingo? Did it start yet?
No, it's going to
It
start next
started-
week.
Next
Tomorrow?
week.
Yeah.
Was it
Yeah.
tomorrow? Next
Yeah.
15th.
So basically, we can announce it now. How about next week we do an STU48 week?
we should. Yeah,
Yeah,
we should.
then
And
just-
we should.
there's a lot to talk about for sure.
Oh, I'll buy a captain hat.
Gotta dress up.
All right. Oh my God, buddy, stop.
Some kind of a sailor hat, I guess.
Yeah.
Or just wear pure striped blue and white shirt. That's the official
Yeah,
bits of
just-
STU.
Just something, maybe, I don't know, pirates, whatever.
Pirates.
Yeah. So indeed, I'm gonna watch that somewhere next week. I'm having such a busy week next week, but I'll find time to watch that. So we have STU talk.
I'm pretty friggin' busy this week, man. With all I have I think it's like 11 more idol shows to go to in this week because there's some that are like today double and then I'm supposed to meet with Chris to go see like Wasserman probably on tomorrow, which is she's performing every single day this week in Tokyo, every single day.
Oh
So
my
it's like-
God.
I couldn't even like pick, like it's too much. So I'm excited to see her. But yeah, craziness, just crazy, like so much idling to do, which will be a lot of fun.
And we just started with the new year.
Yeah.
It's
Oh well.
been good
sorry
so
over the
far.
bang. Yeah.
It's good
sorry over the
years.
bang.
Yeah,
Mine
request
is-
hour
mine
is
is-
starting up as well, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
next.
Yeah. Next week, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, the solo concert starts next week.
Oh my
wow.
God, the solo concert as well. I don't have
please,
time.
don't
I
make it out.
don't
Please
have
don't make-
time.
Yeah, but you
it's
can't
good,
watch it though. You have to wait for the DVDs.
I can watch the GG Press.
Yeah, the GG press which is like 2 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2 minutes. I don't have time. No, that's. Oh man, Nachan has to perform for that as well. It's crazy.
Lots to love this year already. Although I am kind of hoping AKB will come up with like a drama to complement the wrestling. Like they did. Was it last year they did Crow's Blood or 2 years ago or whatever? And then they
2 years
of
ago
course-
already, Crow's Blood.
Wow.
Yeah, God, that sounds so crazy to say. And Kawasuka Gakuen was
Oh
2
my
years ago too, I think.
Yeah.
So
No, Kabaska Gakuen is also a year. It's like
or 1
they
year,
did it before Tofu Wrestling, I think.
right?
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
wrestling
Tofu
itself is it?
Wrestling.
Yeah.
Tofu Wrestling was 2017. Kabuska is High
2016.
Tension 2016.
Yeah,
Ooh.
crazy.
Oh.
But that's what I'm saying. Like they need something to complement as we get into Susenki. Like I'm hoping they'll announce some badass like drama or horror show or something. Yeah, because it's always fun to see those little things because you never know what's going to come out of it. So Kawasuka was like the most pleasant surprise ever. So it was just like I'm hoping they'll do something new in that sense, and also give us a showcase of like new members if they do that as well. Like it'd be great to see like a show like 60 Gen, Team 8, NGT members in full force, and then of course our soon to be senior girls like popping in here and there. But we've seen enough of them in this sense. Let's get a lot of new people in so we can understand who they are, because I'm telling you, like after watching like the Stu documentary and stuff, I love the fact that I now know members. Like I know who people are. I can root for them. I can support them because I can see what they're going through. So a drama, AKB is so good at like doing like in jokes and like references and stuff. Like if you like a girl and you know traits about her, like they'll reference that so wonderfully. And I want more of that because it's always a good time, So I'm kind of hoping they'll do that before it's a thank you. But if they do, they'll probably announce soon, I would imagine. But
Yeah,
so far,
probably at the request. Either the solo concert or the request hours are your best bet, I would say, for that.
that's right. They do announcements for request hour, don't they? Like have
Yeah,
been some big
yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
So yeah,
Who knows?
that'll be interesting. That'll be
They're
interesting.
gonna they're gonna announce the 51st single at the thing.
Yeah,
Please let
probably.
it pure AKB. Please let it pure. Let it be pure AKB.
It would be so pointless if it isn't after what they just did with the shuffle.
Yeah,
It'd be
I don't
so-
need to wait for a shuffle announcement this year, so it's like I'm good.
Yeah, that's what has been scratched off. Yeah.
I'll be weirded out if
Bucket
they're like
list.
doing a shuffle announcement again. They're like, yeah, we screwed up. We're doing it again.
Oh.
We need
Oh,
the
yeah.
Canadian. Oh,
We got the cadets from the sister groups, you know.
remember that one time I was like, oh, we have a team secret.
Oh yeah. Oh god.
They might announce that team secret.
That is
in-
true.
Oh.
That is true. The new team that's gonna be being added.
Oh man.
Are you talking about India 48, Mumbai 48?
No, it's
Ah.
different. Not those.
They're gonna have another team?
Yeah, they said that in the shuffle
Yeah.
during the shuffle.
They're
Secret
gonna
team.
add something with Team 8, or another like Team 8 or something else.
It's like we have a new
secret.
team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A new
Team secret. I'm like, what?
Why?
Oh my god. I need to go to AKS's office today. That's
Slap them all. You just go into line and just slap them all, just going crazy. But I saw a
what are
picture
they
as well
thinking?
of NSK World Tour. I did see BKN and Taipei, and I think I saw them all, right? At like an event.
Yes, oh yeah.
That's they probably hired some girls to do that. Like honestly, like it's Taipei does not exist. Let's just get
You
over
saw-
that
They
right now.
do.
Didn't you
No,
saw
they
the
don't.
pretty girl? The pretty girl in Taipei 48? That has like very good facial features. No.
They do. They have Kyuseis in
Yeah.
Taipei already.
It's real, man.
they
No.
It's
Not
real.
real.
They're
Ah,
counted. They're counted as same gen as Macharin.
They're about as real as FDU's boat at this point. So I don't,
He's like
They have
walking around.
Kyuseis.
They're like, it's like, oh, SU boat. Then it's like,
Yeah, but look at Middle 48. They've had like Kenki says in auditions, and I think they've had a couple Sasenkyos. They're still not even have members like at all.
Oh boy.
I think they've had like world tours and everything, and they're like honestly, like who are they? Like they. That's like the biggest tragic mistake of AKS's entire career right there. Taipei, it's a joke at this point. It's like they might have Kenki says, but what are they doing? Where are their stage? Where are the announcements? What are their shows? It's like we don't have nothing. You know, at least although one of our fans, or no, there's a couple of our fans of our last podcast, like gave the rundown on BKN 48. Like I actually know some of these girls now, like some of their faces and
Yeah.
stuff. Oh my god, are they awesome? And I think they might have a Jakarta year, like where they're gonna crush it. And honestly, finally, someone of the sister groups is actually like real, but they actually have some pretty good members. So like I think Izarina went over there and like
Izarina.
I'm making this happen. Like now, if Maria Abe could just make Taipei work.
Oh man.
She was there. Did she get put on the boat to the wrong country? Like she's like, wait a minute, this is Taiwan.
She's standing next to the Eiffel Towers. Like, I'm fine.
Is this Taiwan? I could see her say that. I don't know. No offense. No, it's just BKN could have a really great year. I think if they keep the momentum, they look like they're getting everything done. And credit to the person that did that. And sorry I don't remember the name, but that person just laid it out like completely. I think it was a new person too. But I was really impressed because I actually went through everything, and so now I'm like, okay, this is what we need. We need more of that, and then it kind of made me realize something. We as international fans, because we primarily get our information about stuff through like subs and things like that, like shows that are subbed, or what Paul was doing with his newscast. We don't necessarily see the other groups like Jakarta or BKN 48 and what's going on with them because it doesn't make it over to the English subs, I think. And so that kind of made me think like, maybe there is a lot going on. We just don't see because it's sister groups. Like it's just, and I guess I'm so used to what happened with Jakarta. With Jakarta, it was like we were constantly updated. We saw members that Jakarta even came over for concerts. They did a special where Jakarta met AKB and we got that subbed and it was beautiful. So they had so much more involvement. And I'm thinking, if they would just do that with like BKN, even Taipei, the mythical Taipei, and show me the Kenki says interacting with AKB members, then it feels real to me. Until then, you ain't real. You
Mm.
know, you're floating around somewhere in the world with STU's boat, you know, trying to fish. That's about it. You're fishermen at this point.
Yeah. Oh, we'll see what happens. But indeed, you're right. It's for like us international fans. It's just we don't see
Like the
everything.
lag.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just maybe that they've been everywhere already in Taipei, but we're just like, what about us?
Right? Yeah.
But yeah, well, speaking of which, let's move on to a little bit. Well, it's dire news. I wouldn't say sad
Yeah.
news yet.
Dire.
One of the big helps that always is for international 48 group fans is a site called 48 Video, and they're in a lot of trouble because one of their admins that just like does this for a job, you would say, just posting so many videos that we are missing TV shows, is leaving, and now they have no idea if they can keep the site up, keep this special thing up. And well, advice, they started a PayPal. So hey, people, if you're listening and you check always 48 video
Oh.
out.
Oh, by the way, I got an update on that. The PayPal is not working at the moment. I spoke to one of the admins, and they're trying to get it to work ASAP. But for now, he told me just turn off your ad blocker when you're visiting the site. They really can use
As
it.
always, yeah, just the ad. Ads, they suck. Of course, ads suck, but they help. They help the people who made the site just a little amount, and by many views, it helps them, keep them alive. And they're doing this just to help us. They're giving us these shows without any hassle. You don't need to live in Japan to watch all these shows, and you can watch them at any time you want. So really, 48 Video is something that I really give my thanks about, because if I can't, or I really want something and I can't find it easily, then it's just type 48 Video and watch. So
Yeah.
yeah, go
But
ahead, Derek.
but here's the issue with that. Like, first of all, I love whoever's doing it. Mad respect and props to you. Like, that's not an easy job, and to upload as prolific as they do, and because I mean it's like anything and everything is pretty much on there, and they do a fantastic job of that. And I've used it. We've all used it. But they had put a post on Facebook, I believe, yesterday talking about it. And by their own admission, they said they thought this was going to get much bigger than it became. They thought they were going to make money off it to support it, not for themselves, to support it. I think that is where, yeah, how do I put it? I don't want to say it's foolish to think that way when it comes to this stuff, because it's not foolish. And I don't want to use those words because I have deep respect for them. But I will say it's assumed. And it's a bit of a reality check to realize there is no money in this. Period. Like for example, when I go there, yeah, I mean, like when I go there, like, and I look at video, the last thing on my mind is giving money, and it's not because I'm being stupid to them or mean. It's just I'm just going there to get what I need and leave. And unless they have something that's like ad based content that I'm actually watching the ads, or something where they can actually figure out a way to have the funds there. It's to be expected, because every single site that does this for 48, this happens. Every single site.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they run out of money or whatever. It's like, to me, it's like get an investor in place first, somebody who will just pay your bills every month, so you don't got to worry about us very selfish fans who don't even think to do that.
Yeah.
And I hate to say that, but it's like I don't even think to do that.
That's
now
the
there's
reality.
someone I want to help.
Yeah, that's the reality by it, because
Yeah.
the thing is, they can do a subscription, like you can pay a certain amount to watch these shows, because then it would really be breaking the law, because they are making money off someone else's content from people from TV shows. So that's why they can do it on that way. And the other thing, yeah, it's really safe to assume. Okay, if you're thinking you're in for the money, no, that's not gonna happen. It's like we're doing this show as well. It's like this is episode 78, and I'm still like, yeah, you're making a lot of money. No, nothing. I just
Nothing.
still have to work like 41 hours next week just to pay the bills. And I love my job. Seriously, I love my job. But it really takes time, and if you, It's hard. It's really not easy to do this, and especially what they do because they have to find the research, the
It's
uploading,
amazing.
the maintenance of the
Yeah.
site because the servers, of course, keeping that up. It's a lot of work, and the only thing I can do, yeah, I can appreciate it, and of course now, if you have, you can donate. That's the way because giving a subscription is not allowed, but you can always donate because it's like it. Basically, donating is like asking for money, but yeah, it's your appreciation. You're like, hey, yeah, here's something, just for no
Right.
reason.
Right. Here's the thing. Like, okay, but what you said about the subscription service, they should just totally do that. Because here's the thing: if you're going to disobey the law a little bit, why don't you just go all the way? Like, I believe it's good civil disobedience here because they're doing this because AKS doesn't give a crap about us international fans at all. They don't put anything out there. We can't. There's no access to any of this stuff. So I'm totally okay with that, and I totally support what they're doing, and I support anybody who puts out subtitles, stuff, all that, because AKS doesn't do it for us. If AKS came out every year and they're like, we're gonna have AK Bingo set up in full English subtitles, I 100% would buy that. I would support that, but they don't. So guess what? You ain't get my money. I'll just go where it's free, and that's not me being like stupid. They just do not support us. So we have all these wonderful fans who do give us all this, and I support that completely. That's why, like, even though to me, I just think if you're going to do this, you should probably make sure you have an investor in place so this doesn't happen to you. That's not to say that what they haven't done has been so meaningful to me and so important. I thank them, but I do think if it was a subscription, I would buy it. I would totally buy it just so I have access because and they could say that money's to pay for their bills, like they're making no money, like whatever, because that makes sense to me. You put up a subscription, you say we need 20 people to give us $20 a month. Okay, I'll do it. That's 20. I can make that in one day. Like, it's not a problem.
It's not even
You know what
that.
I'm
I'd
saying?
say $20 for some people will be still like a month subscription. That would be a lot, but
Not for me.
yeah,
So,
yeah, that's you. But I would say $5. You have like a lot of again. I'm using always an example like a wrestling site. It's like you pay what $5, $10 a month for all this content. That's a steal, you would say.
well, or they could even do like tiers, like $5
Yeah,
gets
maybe.
you
Yeah.
this, $10, or maybe you can only get like specific to the videos. Like if you're only like a 48 Oshi and you don't really care about Nogi, like it only charges you maybe like
Yeah, like a
$10 for all
package deal.
AKB package deal. Because then first of all, that'd be kind of fun. I actually would enjoy like going there. What do I want to watch this month? I think I'm gonna pick this, and it's gonna cost me the subscription. That's cool. And then two, like again, if they're using it to fund themselves, I don't really care if it's breaking the law. I think that's smart. But then what they'd have to do is they'd have to convince people to actually do that. But the problem with all these sites is we never know about the money situation until this moment when they're saying we have the money. Let us know. Like if they had a big, like when you go to 48 video and you get like the advertisement stuff, why don't they, the minute you go there, they have a huge pop-up that says we need money? Like, because I honestly did, I assume they probably did at some point because they all do, all these sites, they always have the same problem, but I honestly didn't know. And it's like I've used them. Like, why not let us know? Hey, we're in this position. Like Josh Fox started doing Patreon, for his stuff, and from what I understand, it's going very well. And that was smart of him. He's got the content. He's got the traffic. He's a news person. He wants the money so he could do a little bit more. Of course. Why wouldn't we support that? Josh does a great job giving us all this great content. So of course we would support the people of the 48 video. Of course. But they gotta let us know. Not till this point. But
Yeah.
I think in defense of them, dude he like kind of just quit suddenly. So it was like, or he's like, I'm done. Like I can't do this. So maybe they didn't have time to prepare, really.
Yeah, who knows? But it's still, yeah. Hopefully it doesn't go away. Like
I really hope so.
the infamous show 48. Oh.
Oh man.
That was so bad when they left. Man,
Yeah.
48 was like so good. But
Mhm.
again, same issue. Like they just don't tell us, and then boom, it's gone.
Yeah,
You're just
exactly.
like, what happened?
All right. Well, good luck 48 video, and
Good luck. Good luck.
hopefully
Good luck.
things will work out. Of course.
Yes, we wish you the best.
So, well, I'm done
That's
on
our
my
show.
news side. Anyone else have anything to add about this week?
Mm.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Oh, go
Uh,
ahead, DX. Sorry.
No,
You go.
I don't. No, I don't. I was thinking if I had anything, but for me the
I
main
was-
point was the 48 video. So.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, again, Tani Marika, you are the best. I love you so much. Happy birthday again. I know I sound ridiculous, but I've been thinking about her a lot this week. I don't want her to graduate. And she's been looking a little more happier lately, so that makes me like feel.
That's because you are there right now.
Yeah.
I really think my presence is making her feel amazing. But
You were not
know,
even in the handshake yesterday
Oh,
or the Saturday.
In spirit.
Saturday-
In
I
spirit.
missed.
dude.
Yeah, Chris messaged me and he was like, "Dude, you missed it by a day," and I'm like, because I really wanted to go, but I couldn't. I honestly looked for tickets. It's like last minute you can't get any. So
Oh, well.
It
again,
was
ACAST.
individuals. So.
Yeah, the individual. Yeah, but still, it's like I wish I could have just went. They were like, "Who do you want to see?" But of course, it doesn't work like that. No, I'm just gonna say this week again with the idol stuff, just to let people know. I brought Necronomidol to the United States, and I've met with Ricky, the manager for Necronomidol, yesterday. We had a really great talk, and I just gotta say, we might be doing something so huge this summer that it will probably be one of the biggest international events for idols like ever. And we actually this week, I'll know at the end of this week if it's gonna happen, or at least if it's gonna go in the direction I want. But let me just say, if you're an international fan and you like idols, I better see you at what's gonna happen. I better see you at the thing I'm putting on with Ricky, because it's ridiculous. So I'm just saying, yeah,
That's
calling y'all out.
Okay.
interesting. Sounds interesting.
Okay. On recommendations, well, I just mentioned, if you haven't watched it, STU48 documentary. And
By
then
Maritime
Set the
Subs.
Bingo.
Don't forget the maker, Maritime Subs.
Maritime Subs, alright?
Oh, Maritime Subs, congrats! They did such a good job. So good job, very good job.
That will be the recommendation. What else do we have? Well, the usual shows, I would say.
Yeah. Chuo and No Aiko both have 1 hour specials, so those are recommended. And they're pretty funny. It's lots of variety, so.
Lucky girl ranking. Woohoo!
Ooh, that starts
Oh,
this
that's right.
Yeah,
That's
that
right.
starts this
That's right.
Oh man.
Oh,
400
with a harpy, that's.
Oh.
Now I'm sad.
Yeah.
Poor
Well,
harpy.
I don't think Harpy's long for the 48 universe. I think she will leave us this year, probably. So,
Oh,
unfortunately.
Yeah, I think the feeling is same like a lot of fans. It's like, unless she makes like a stellar comeback right before the Sosenkyo, just being, oh, I'm 100% healthy this time, maybe the fans will be like, okay, but if the feeling is true, then it's like, yeah, honey, it's time to just,
Mm-hmm. Hanging up.
yeah.
Get better. Get your health's way more important. Idling, it's not worth it.
Exactly.
Oh man.
Okay, anything else?
I think we covered it, man. I think it was a short and sweet episode this time.
Yeah,
we just
but I'm also like, my eyes are just now closing and closing. I keep yawning, and
yeah.
but we had to
tired.
because I want you on the show, Derek, and it's a little time
thank you.
difference issue. So, and I can't do
Thank
it
you so
during the
much.
day because a 41-hour week schedule this week for me. So it's also
Crazy.
Oh man.
Too crazy. But thank you
But
guys.
I love it.
Appreciate you.
okay.
Thank you.
Yes. So, with that, then, thank you for watching this week's episode of 48 Talk. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.
Jojo. Jojo.
Yep.
Whoop.
Yayo. Okay.
Nothing?
Bye!